Welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving into a very special coin that has caught the attention of collectors and enthusiasts alike. It's the 1983 Washington quarter with the God We Trust inscription, a rare and valuable piece that has an astonishing market value of $1.5 million. That's right, a quarter that could be worth millions. So, what makes this particular quarter so unique, and how can you spot one in your own collection? Stay tuned as we explore the history, key features, and reasons behind its incredible value. Before we get into the details of the 1983 quarter, let's take a quick look at the Washington Quarter series. First introduced in 1932 to commemorate the 200th birthday of George Washington, this coin became a permanent part of U.S. currency due to its popularity. It was initially made of 90% silver, but by 1965, the U.S. Mint switched to a copper-nickel composition, which continues today. While most quarters don't hold significant value beyond their face value, certain key dates and errors can turn them into valuable collectibles, and that's where the 1983 quarter comes into play. What makes the 1983 Washington quarter so special? One key reason is that in the early 1980s, very few coins were saved by collectors. Unlike other years where coin rolls were often put aside for future investments, the coins from 1983, particularly from the Philadelphia Mint, were heavily circulated. This makes finding high-quality, uncirculated examples extremely difficult today. In fact, quarters from this year are some of the toughest to find in mint condition. Adding to the rarity, the 1983 quarter features a unique error with the God We Trust inscription. A die flaw caused the lettering to appear faint or slightly off, which has intrigued collectors. Coins with this error are extremely rare, and when found in pristine condition, they can be worth a fortune. Now, if you want to know whether you have one of these valuable quarters in your collection, here are some key features to look out for. First, you'll want to check the mint mark. The P mint mark stands for the Philadelphia Mint, and it should be located on the obverse of the coin, just above the date. Next, examine the inscription God We Trust. If the lettering appears faint, incomplete, or shifted, you may have one of these rare error coins. This die flaw is one of the most significant factors contributing to the high market value of the 1983 quarter. Finally, condition is everything. Coins that are in mint state or uncirculated condition can fetch the highest prices. If your quarter shows little to no signs of wear, with crisp details and a shiny luster, it could be worth much more than face value. Now, let's talk about the most exciting part: how much can this quarter actually be worth? As I mentioned earlier, a 1983 Washington quarter in perfect condition can reach an astounding value of $1.5 million. However, not every 1983 quarter will command such a high price. The value of the coin depends on its condition, rarity, and demand among collectors. For a 1983 quarter with the God We Trust error in lower grades, the value might be in the hundreds or thousands of dollars. But if you're lucky enough to find one in mint condition, that's where the price really skyrockets. In 2019, a near-perfect example of the 1983 quarter was sold at auction for over $1.5 million, cementing its place as one of the most valuable modern U.S. coins ever sold. So why is this coin worth so much? It all comes down to a combination of factors. First, the rarity of finding a 1983 quarter in high-grade condition makes it highly desirable to collectors. Second, the God We Trust error adds a layer of uniqueness to the coin, making it a true collector's item. Finally, there is strong demand from coin enthusiasts who are willing to pay top dollar for a piece of history that stands out from the rest. If you think you might have a 1983 quarter with the God We Trust error, it's important to have it properly appraised. A professional coin grading service can evaluate your coin's condition and provide a certification that will help you get the best price if you decide to sell. You can also check online auction sites or contact a reputable coin dealer to gauge the market value of your quarter. Just make sure to work with a trusted professional to ensure you get the best deal possible. The 1983 Washington quarter with the God We Trust error is truly a remarkable coin. From its humble beginnings as a piece of pocket change to becoming a valuable collector's item worth $1.5 million, it's a testament to how something seemingly ordinary can turn out to be extraordinary. So, the next time you're going through your change, take a close look at those quarters. You might just find a hidden treasure. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video and want to learn more about rare and valuable coins, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Let me know in the comments if you've come across any rare coins or if there's a coin you'd like me to cover in a future video. See you. We're diving into the fascinating world of the 1995 P Washington quarter. Specifically, we're talking about a rare version of this coin that could be worth a staggering $1.7 million. Yes, you heard that right, a quarter that's worth millions. The Washington quarter has been a staple in American currency since 1932. This series of coins has seen numerous variations, mint errors, and special releases over the years. The 1995 P Washington quarter may look like any other quarter you've held in your hand, but there's something very special about a specific batch that can make them worth a fortune. We're talking about a mint error that has collectors scrambling to find this rare gem. So what exactly makes this 1995 P Washington quarter so valuable? It all boils down to a striking error found on some of these coins. Instead of the iconic motto, "In God We Trust," some of these quarters have been misprinted with the words "God We T**UST, with the letter or either partially or completely missing. This mint error was caused by a filled die, meaning that debris or grease filled part of the die used to stamp the coin, leading to this distinctive flaw. It's important to note that not all 1995 P quarters have this error. Only a very small number were affected, which is why the few that do exist are so sought after. Now let's talk about the big question: how much is this coin really worth? The answer is quite a lot, up to $1.7 million. Yes, these error quarters can fetch an astronomical price depending on their condition and the severity of the error. Coins that are in mint state condition, meaning they've been preserved without any wear or damage, are the ones that bring in the highest prices. The sharper and more distinct the error, the more valuable the coin. In recent years, these coins have become the ultimate prize for collectors, with their value skyrocketing at auctions and private sales. If you're wondering whether you might have one of these valuable quarters in your collection, there are a few things to look out for. First, check the year on the coin. It must be a 1995 quarter minted at the Philadelphia Mint, which is signified by the P Mint mark on the coin's front, just to the right of George Washington's bust. Next, closely examine the words, "In God We Trust." If you notice any missing parts of the letters, specifically that are in the word trust, you may have stumbled upon one of these rare error coins. If you think you found one, it's a good idea to get it authenticated and graded by a professional coin grading service, like PCGS or NGC. You might be wondering why a simple minting mistake can make a coin so valuable. The answer lies in the world of coin collectors and numismatists, who place a high value on rare and unique items. Errors, especially ones that are clear and noticeable like this one, are often one of a kind or part of a very limited batch. The scarcity of these error coins makes them incredibly desirable among collectors. In the case of the 1995 P quarter, the rarity of the error, combined with its iconic design, creates the perfect storm for high market value. Collectors know that these kinds of mint errors don't come around often, so when they do, the price shoots through the roof. If you think you found a 1995 P Washington quarter with this error, or if you're interested in purchasing one, there are a few places where you can go. Online auction sites like eBay or Heritage Auctions are good starting points. Many of these platforms have sections dedicated to rare coins, and the bidding for error coins can get competitive. For those looking to sell, you'll want to make sure your coin is graded by a trusted service. Having a professional grade attached to the coin will not only authenticate it but also help establish its value in the market. The 1995 P Washington quarter with the God We Trust error is one of the most exciting finds in the world of coin collecting today. With a value that can reach up to $1.7 million, it's a reminder of just how unpredictable and valuable the world of rare coins can be. So, if you come across a 1995 quarter, take a second look. You might just be holding a fortune in your hand. If you enjoyed this video and want to learn more about rare coins that could make you a millionaire, be sure to subscribe to our channel. Don't forget to hit the like button and ring the notification bell so you never miss out on our latest content. Thanks for watching, and we're diving into an incredible discovery that shocked the coin collecting world. Imagine owning a 1998 D Washington quarter that is now worth an astonishing $1.4 million. Yes, you heard that right, a quarter worth over $1 million. How did this happen? Why is this particular coin so valuable? Stick around, and I'll give you all the fascinating details. First, let's take a moment to understand the Washington quarter's background. Introduced in 1932 to honor the 200th anniversary of George Washington's birth, the quarter quickly became one of the most iconic coins in circulation. The design featured Washington's profile on the obverse, with a majestic bald eagle on the reverse. Over the years, the Washington quarter has seen numerous design changes and commemorations, but it's the everyday circulation quarters that often surprise us with hidden treasures. And now, let's focus on the specific 1998 D Washington quarter. The D mint mark indicates it was minted in Denver. In 1998, quarters were minted in huge quantities, with millions of coins rolling off the presses at the Denver Mint. But within this massive production run, something extraordinary happened. A few coins came out with a rare error, turning them from regular quarters into million-dollar collectibles. What sets this 1998 D quarter apart is a striking error that occurred during its production. This particular quarter features a misprint in the famous phrase, "In God we trust," which appears as "In God we trust." Such a minor difference at first glance, but this small error has driven its market value through the roof. Collectors are fascinated by these types of minting mistakes, as they represent a unique part of numismatic history. Errors like these are rare because the mint's quality control usually catches mistakes before the coins are released into circulation. So why is this coin worth $1.4 million? First, the rarity of the error plays a huge role. There are only a handful of known 1998 D quarters with this particular mistake, making it one of the rarest error coins in existence. In coin collecting, rarity often determines a coin's value, and this one is no exception. Second, the coin's condition is crucial. Coins that are uncirculated or in pristine condition will fetch higher prices. If a coin like the 1998 D Washington quarter has been well preserved, it can sell for astronomical amounts at auction. Imagine having one of these rare quarters in mint condition. It's like owning a piece of American history that also happens to be worth a fortune. If you think you might have one of these valuable coins sitting in your collection, here's how you can identify it. First, check for the D mint mark just below Washington's portrait on the obverse side of the coin. Next, carefully inspect the inscription, "In God we trust." If it appears as "In God we trust," you've hit the jackpot. However, if you're unsure or can't spot the error easily, it's always a good idea to have your coin professionally evaluated by a reputable numismatist. As of now, the value of the 1998 D Washington quarter with the "In God we trust" error is holding steady at around $1.4 million. However, given the increasing interest in rare error coins and their historical significance, this value could rise even further. Collectors and investors are constantly on the lookout for coins like this, driving up demand and market prices. So, if you happen to find one of these quarters, you could be sitting on a goldmine. To wrap things up, the 1998 D Washington quarter with the "In God we trust" error is a true treasure for coin collectors. Its rarity, historical significance, and eye-popping value make it one of the most sought-after error coins in the world. If you're a collector or just someone who enjoys the thrill of discovering rare items, keep your eyes peeled for this incredible coin. Who knows? That quarter you find in your pocket change could be worth $1.4 million. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like this video and subscribe to the channel for more fascinating coin stories and discoveries. We're diving into an incredible story of the 1994 P Washington quarter dollar, a coin that seems ordinary but could be worth an astonishing $1.1 million. Yes, you heard that right, a quarter, the same type of coin you might use for a snack or parking meter, has a version that collectors are willing to pay over $1 million for. Let's get into why this quarter is so special and what makes it such a prized possession in the numismatic world. Before we talk about why this coin can be worth $1 million, let's take a quick look at its background. The Washington quarter was first introduced in 1932, and it has become one of the most recognizable coins in American currency. It features George Washington on the front, or the obverse, and an eagle on the back, or the reverse. In 1994, the U.S. Mint produced millions of these quarters at various mints, including Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. The P Mint mark you see on the 1994 P quarter signifies that it was minted at the Philadelphia Mint. At first glance, the 1994 P Washington quarter seems like any other quarter. However, what sets it apart is a very specific detail involving the national motto, "In God we trust." What makes the 1994 P quarter so valuable is an unusual error related to the inscription, "In God we trust." On most U.S. coins, this inscription is clear and legible. But in some rare instances, there have been striking errors, mistakes made during the minting process, that have led to variations of the lettering. For the 1994 P quarter, a very small batch of these coins had a distinctive misstrike, causing the words "In God we trust" to be partly or completely missing or misaligned. This error is incredibly rare, making these particular coins a collector's dream now. Most quarters in circulation from 1994 won't have this error, and they'll only be worth face value, 25 cents. But if you're lucky enough to have one of these rare error coins, you could be sitting on a small fortune. So, how can you tell if you have one of these rare 1994 P quarters? Here are a few things to look for. 1. First, check the obverse side of the coin for the P mint mark, which is located to the right of Washington's ponytail. This will confirm that the coin was minted in Philadelphia. 2. Next, carefully examine the inscription, "In God We Trust." On an error coin, the phrase may appear misaligned, faint, or even missing entirely. These subtle differences are key to determining if you've got a valuable piece of history in your hands. 3. Like all collectible coins, the condition of the coin plays a big role in its value. Coins in mint or near mint condition, meaning they have very few signs of wear or damage, will fetch the highest prices. If your coin is worn out, the value may be significantly lower, but it could still be worth far more than just 25 cents. You're probably wondering, why would anyone pay $1.1 million for a quarter? The answer comes down to rarity and demand. In the world of coin collecting, error coins are often some of the most sought-after pieces. They're unique because no two error coins are exactly the same, and their rarity means that collectors will pay top dollar to add one to their collection. In this case, the 1994 P Washington quarter with the "In God We Trust" error is so rare that only a few are known to exist. Combine that rarity with the coin's historical significance, and you have the perfect recipe for a $1 million coin. In fact, a pristine version of this error coin sold at auction for a jaw-dropping $1.1 million. While the "God We Trust" error is the main reason for this coin's high value, other factors also play a role. For example, the overall condition of the coin, as we mentioned earlier, is crucial. Coins graded by professional services like PCGS or NGC can often sell for higher prices if they're in top condition. Additionally, the demand for Washington quarters has been increasing over the years. As more collectors enter the market, the value of rare coins like this one continues to rise. So, if you're lucky enough to own one of these coins, now might be the perfect time to have it appraised or even sell it at auction. If you think you might have a valuable 1994 P quarter, what should you do next? First, you'll want to have the coin authenticated and graded by a professional service like PCGS or NGC. These companies will carefully examine your coin to determine its authenticity and assign it a grade based on its condition. Once your coin is authenticated, you can explore selling options. High-value coins like this often sell best at auction houses that specialize in rare coins, such as Heritage Auctions or Stacksbowers. These platforms can help you connect with serious collectors who are willing to pay top dollar for a rare find. So there you have it, the story of the 1994 P Washington quarter, a seemingly ordinary coin with a hidden treasure tucked away in its inscription. While not every 1994 P quarter is valuable, those with the rare "God We Trust" error can be worth an incredible $1.1 million. If you enjoyed today's video, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe for more coin collecting tips and hidden treasures. And don't forget to check your spare change. You never know if you've been carrying around a $1 million coin all this time. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time. Video, we will dive deep into the fascinating world of coin collecting, specifically focusing on the 1982 P Washington quarter, often referred to as the "God We Trust" half-dollar coin. This rare coin has garnered a significant amount of attention in the coin collecting community due to its market value, which has recently soared to $1.4 million. So, what makes this coin so special? Let's find out. The 1982 P Washington quarter is part of the iconic series of quarters featuring George Washington, which have been in circulation since 1932. However, this particular coin stands out for a few reasons. First, the P mint mark indicates that it was minted in Philadelphia, which was the only facility to produce this coin in 1982. Coins from the Philadelphia Mint are known for their high-quality strikes, making them highly desirable among collectors. But what truly makes this coin unique is the famous "God We Trust" error. Now, you might be wondering, why is it called the "God We Trust" coin? The answer lies in a fascinating minting error. Due to a worn die, the UN in "God We Trust" was struck in such a way that it resembles a V, resulting in the phrase "In God We Trust" being visible on the coin. This small but significant mistake has led to the coin being highly sought after by numismatists, as error coins often fetch high prices at auctions. Aside from the error, The 1982p quarter features the classic design of George Washington on the obverse and the American eagle on the reverse. The coin is made of a copper-nickel alloy, which was standard for quarters at the time. But what sets it apart from other quarters is the rarity of the error, making it a valuable find for collectors. The market value of the 1982p Washington quarter, specifically those with the God we TRVST error, has skyrocketed over the years. Originally, this coin was not considered particularly valuable, but as more collectors became aware of the error, its demand increased dramatically. Today, the coin's market value has reached an astonishing $1.4 million, with collectors willing to pay top dollar for one in pristine condition. One of the main reasons for this surge in value is the rarity of the coin. Only a limited number of these error coins were produced, and even fewer remain in good condition today. Those that have been well preserved and graded by professional coin grading services can fetch extraordinary prices at auctions. If you're a coin collector or just getting started in the hobby, you might be wondering how you can identify a 1982p Washington quarter with the God we TRVST error. Here are a few tips. 1. Look for the P mint mark on the obverse side of the coin, near Washington's portrait. 2. Carefully examine the phrase, "In God we trust." If the U in trust appears more like a V, then you've likely found an error coin. 3. Consider getting the coin professionally graded if you believe you found one. This will help authenticate its value and increase its marketability. The 1982p Washington quarter with the God we TRVST error is a prime example of why coin collecting is such an exciting hobby. Not only does it offer a glimpse into the history of minting and coin production, but it also provides collectors with the opportunity to own a piece of history that is both rare and valuable. With a market value of $1.4 million, it's no wonder this coin is considered a must-have for serious collectors. Whether you're new to coin collecting or a seasoned numismatist, keeping an eye out for rare error coins like this one can be both rewarding and profitable. It's not every day that a quarter can be worth millions, but the 1982p Washington quarter has certainly proven to be an exception. So there you have it, the story behind the 1982p Washington quarter, also known as the God we TRVST coin. With its unique minting error and skyrocketing market value of $1.4 million, it's a true gem in the world of coin collecting. If you're lucky enough to come across one of these rare coins, you could be holding a small fortune in your hands. If you enjoyed this video and want to learn more about rare and valuable coins, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel. Also, leave a comment below if you've ever come across a rare coin or have any questions about coin collecting. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video. We'll be talking about a truly remarkable coin that could be sitting in your pocket change right now, the 1978D Washington quarter with an unbelievable market value of $1.6 million. Yes, you heard that right. A quarter worth over $1 million. Stick around to find out what makes this coin so special, why collectors are willing to pay such a huge amount, and how you could possibly own one of these valuable treasures. The Washington quarter has been a staple in American coinage since 1932. Originally minted to commemorate the 200th anniversary of George Washington's birth. However, not all Washington quarters are created equal. The 1978D version, minted at the Denver Mint, has gained attention among collectors due to a rare and unique feature that has dramatically increased its value. What makes this quarter so special? It's not just the minting year or the design itself, it's a combination of mint errors and striking details that make it a collector's dream. So, what exactly is it about this 1978D Washington quarter that makes it worth $1.6 million? The first factor is its mint condition. Coins that have been preserved in nearly perfect condition, especially when graded at the highest levels by experts, can fetch enormous prices. The highest grade a coin can receive is MS70, which means the coin is in absolutely flawless condition. Only a few of these coins have ever been found in such pristine condition, making them extremely rare and highly sought after by collectors, but condition alone isn't the only reason. Another contributing factor is the mint error. Some 1978D quarters feature errors like doubled dies or misstruck designs. These kinds of errors occur when the die used to strike the coin is misaligned or worn out, creating a unique and often visually interesting variation. These error coins are always rare, and when they appear in high grades, their value skyrockets. In the case of the 1978D quarter, some versions display an error in the motto, "In God We Trust," where the lettering may appear slightly doubled or distorted. This has only increased the coin's desirability among collectors. The motto, "In God We Trust," has appeared on U.S. coins since the mid-19th century and holds great historical and symbolic value. Any alterations or errors involving this iconic phrase tend to attract the attention of collectors. The 1978 D quarter's unique minting error related to this motto makes it a standout piece. A small but noticeable mistake in the "In God We Trust" engraving can significantly add to the coin's market value, turning an ordinary quarter into a prized possession worth millions. Now you're probably wondering, could I possibly own one of these valuable quarters? The good news is, it's entirely possible. But how can you tell if you have one? First, check the date. Look for a 1978 D quarter, where the D signifies that it was minted in Denver. Then, closely inspect the motto, "In God We Trust," for any signs of a doubling or distortion in the letters. Using a magnifying glass can help you spot these details more clearly. Also, check the condition of the coin. If it's in near perfect shape with little to no wear, you might have something valuable on your hands. However, to truly determine the coin's value, it would need to be professionally graded by a company like the Professional Coin Grading Service or the Numismatic Guarantee Corporation. If it turns out to be in mint condition or features any mint errors, you could be holding a coin worth millions. For those lucky enough to have found a 1978 D Washington quarter with the right features, the next step is selling it in the right market. Rare coin auctions, reputable dealers, and specialized online platforms are great places to sell high-value coins. Major auction houses like Heritage Auctions and Stacksbowers often handle rare coins and attract serious collectors willing to pay top dollar. If you're a collector looking to purchase one of these coins, the same platforms can be a good place to start. However, be prepared for some competitive bidding, as many collectors are always on the lookout for these rare treasures. Additionally, always ensure the authenticity of the coin before making any purchases. The 1978 D Washington quarter is an extraordinary example of how an ordinary piece of pocket change can become an incredibly valuable collector's item. With its mint errors and potential for pristine condition, this coin has captured the interest of numismatists worldwide, driving its market value to a staggering $1.6 million. So, the next time you go through your loose change, take a closer look. You might just be holding onto a small fortune. Thanks for watching, and if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more content on rare coins and collectibles. Leave a comment below if you've ever come across any rare coins, or if you think you might have a valuable one. Stay tuned for our next video where we'll dive into more rare coins and the fascinating stories behind them. We're diving into the fascinating world of rare coins, and boy, do I have something special for you! We're talking about one of the most sought-after quarters in history, the 1965 no-mint Mark Washington quarter, famously known for its "God We Trust" error, and now valued at an astonishing $1.3 million. Stick around to learn all about this rare coin, why it's worth so much, and how you might have one sitting around without even knowing it. Let's take a step back in time to 1965. It was a big year for U.S. coinage. This was the first year that the U.S. Mint transitioned from using silver to a copper-nickel plaid composition for its quarters. Prior to this, quarters were made of 90% silver, but due to a shortage of silver and rising costs, the Mint made the switch. The 1965 Washington quarter was designed by John Flanagan, featuring George Washington's iconic portrait on the obverse and a majestic eagle on the reverse. These quarters are still in circulation today, but not all of them are created equal. While millions of 1965 quarters were produced, there's a very specific reason one of them is now worth a jaw-dropping $1.3 million, and that's due to an error that collectors find incredibly valuable. One of the most intriguing things about the 1965 Washington quarter is the error on the motto. The phrase "In God We Trust" has appeared on U.S. coins since the 19th century, but on this specific quarter, something went wrong during the minting process. The "in" was left off, and instead, the coin only shows "God We Trust." This mistake, known as a struck-through error, happens when part of the design is obscured or omitted due to an issue with the die or minting machinery. In this case, the absence of the word "in" made this quarter stand out to collectors. It's a rare error that you won't find on most 1965 quarters, making it highly desirable among coin enthusiasts. Now, you might be wondering, how does a single quarter end up being worth $1.3 million? Well, there are a few reasons. First, rarity. The 1965 quarter is already significant because it marks the transition from silver to copper-nickel. Add to that the extremely rare God we trust error, and you have a coin that collectors are willing to pay big bucks for. There are very few of these error coins known to exist, which skyrockets its value. Second, condition. Like with any valuable coin, the condition matters a lot. Coins that have been well preserved or graded highly by professional coin grading services can fetch a premium price. The specific coin that sold for $1.3 million was in exceptional condition, graded MS68, which means it was almost flawless despite being over 50 years old. Third, demand. Collectors are always on the lookout for unique and rare coins, and when one like the 1965 Washington quarter comes along, bidding wars can drive the price up. Coin auctions are known for fetching record-breaking prices when rare finds are put on the block, and that's exactly what happened with this quarter. So, how can you tell if you have one of these rare coins? First, check the date, make sure it's a 1965 quarter. Then, look closely at the motto, "In God We Trust." If the "in" is missing or faint, you might have one of these valuable error coins. Additionally, it's a good idea to inspect the condition of the coin. If it looks like it's in good shape, with minimal scratches or wear, it could be worth sending to a coin grading service to get a professional evaluation. If you think you found a rare 1965 Washington quarter with the God We Trust error, your next step is figuring out where to sell it. There are several options. You can go to a professional coin dealer, sell it at an auction, or list it on a marketplace like eBay, where rare coins are bought and sold regularly. However, it's important to get your coin professionally graded before selling, as this will significantly impact its value. A graded coin can give potential buyers confidence in its authenticity and condition, which is especially important for a rare find like this. The 1965 No Mint Mark Washington quarter with the God We Trust error is one of the rarest and most valuable coins you might come across. Its unique error, combined with its historical significance, has made it a hot commodity among collectors, and its value of $1.3 million proves just how special it is. Who knows? You might have one of these valuable coins sitting in your collection, or even in your pocket change. So, take a close look. You could be holding onto a small fortune without even realizing it. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video and want to learn more about rare and valuable coins, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss an update. Drop a comment below if you've come across any rare coins, and I'll see you in the We're diving into one of the most sought-after coins in the world of numismatics, the legendary 1972 NOS Washington quarter. This rare coin has a staggering market value of $1.8 million, and its story is filled with mystery, rarity, and intrigue. If you're a collector or just a fan of interesting coin history, this one's for you. Let's get started. The Washington quarter has been a staple in American currency since 1932. But the 1972 NOS Washington quarter holds a unique place in history. Most of these quarters were minted with the usual mint mark, which indicates where the coin was produced. However, a small number of these coins were struck without the S mint mark, which should have appeared for coins minted at the San Francisco Mint. The absence of this mint mark makes this coin incredibly rare. Mint errors like this don't happen often, but when they do, collectors scramble to get their hands on these elusive coins. But what makes this particular coin worth $1.8 million? It's all about rarity and demand. To understand the significance of this error, let's dive into how coins are minted. During the minting process, each coin is stamped with a letter to indicate the mint location. Coins from San Francisco receive an S, Denver coins get a D, and Philadelphia coins usually have no mint mark at all. In 1972, the San Francisco Mint produced proof sets of the Washington quarter, which were expected to have the S mint mark. However, a few proof coins were mistakenly struck without this crucial mint mark. The NOS error went unnoticed for years. Because proof coins are produced in limited quantities and intended for collectors, the absence of the mint mark significantly increases the coin's rarity. Collectors who specialize in proof sets or mint errors are particularly drawn to this 1972 quarter because of its unique and highly collectible nature. You might be wondering, what exactly drives this coin to have such a jaw-dropping market value of $1.8 million? Well, there are a few key factors at play. 1. Only a small number of 1972 NOS Washington quarters exist. With so few known examples in circulation, demand skyrockets among collectors. 2. When we talk about rare coins, condition is everything. Coins graded as proof 68 or higher, meaning they are in almost perfect condition, fetch the highest prices. The better the condition, the more a collector is willing to pay. 3. The rarity of this coin has made it highly desirable among collectors and numismatists. For many, owning this coin is like owning a piece of history. This intense demand, combined with its scarcity, has driven its market value into the millions. 4. Any mint error from a well-known coin series is significant, but the 1972 NOS Washington quarter is part of a long-standing series of proof coin errors, adding to its allure and prestige. Other coins in this series, such as the NOS proof Roosevelt dimes, have also become incredibly valuable over time. Now, let's talk about auctions. In recent years, the 1972 NOS Washington quarter has made waves in the auction world. One of the most notable sales occurred when a pristine example of this rare coin sold for an astounding $1.8 million. The combination of its condition, rarity, and historical value created a perfect storm for this jaw-dropping sale. At these auctions, collectors compete fiercely for a chance to add this coin to their collection. The high demand for mint error coins like this one drives the bidding wars to astronomical levels. If you're wondering how to identify this rare gem, it's surprisingly simple. Just check for the mint mark. On a typical 1972 proof quarter, you'll see a small S mark just above the date on the front of the coin, signifying it was struck at the San Francisco Mint. If the S is missing, you've got something incredibly special on your hands. However, keep in mind that this coin only appears in proof sets, so don't expect to find it in your pocket change. Proof coins are struck using special dies and polished blanks to create a mirror-like finish, and they're typically sold directly to collectors. That means if you want to hunt for this coin, you'll need to be looking at proof sets from 1972.so. What should you do if you think you've found a 1972 NOS Washington quarter? First, don't get too excited just yet. You'll need to have the coin authenticated and graded by a professional coin grading service like PCGS or NGC. These experts will assess the coin's authenticity and condition, which will ultimately determine its market value. If your coin is genuine and in excellent condition, congratulations. You may have a piece of history worth a small fortune. It's always a good idea to consult with a numismatic expert or auction house if you believe you have one of these rare coins, as they can help you navigate the process of selling it for its full value. The 1972 NOS Washington quarter is one of the rarest and most valuable coins in American history. With a market value of $1.8 million, it represents the pinnacle of coin collecting, combining rarity, history, and demand. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just someone who loves learning about rare coins, this piece stands as a testament to how fascinating the world of numismatics can be. Thanks for joining us today as we explored the incredible story behind the 1972 NOS Washington quarter. If you enjoyed this video and want to learn more about rare and valuable coins, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell so you never miss an update. Have you ever checked your spare change and wondered if there might be a hidden treasure in there? Well, what if I told you that a simple 2013 Washington quarter could be worth an astonishing $1.2 million? That's right, a single quarter that could make you a millionaire. This incredible coin is known as the 2013 Washington quarter dollar with a unique error, the "No in God We Trust" quarter. A rare minting mistake has made this coin highly sought after, driving its value through the roof. So, what makes this coin so special? Well, it all comes down to a striking minting error. The phrase "In God We Trust," which normally appears on every U.S. quarter, is mysteriously absent from this rare coin. This error likely occurred during the minting process due to a worn-out or clogged die at the U.S. Mint, resulting in the missing inscription. While the U.S. Mint prides itself on precision, mistakes like this can sometimes slip through. When they do, they create one-of-a-kind coins that collectors will pay extraordinary amounts for. In this case, the absence of "In God We Trust" turned a 25-cent coin into a $1 million prize. In fact, when one of these rare 2013 "No in God We Trust" quarters hit the auction block, it sold for an unbelievable $1.2 million. Collectors around the world scrambled to get their hands on it, and its rarity combined with the historical significance of the error pushed the price to astronomical heights. If you're wondering how you can tell if you have one of these rare quarters in your own collection, it's simple. Check the obverse side of the coin, the side with George Washington's portrait. Right next to his image, you should see the words "In God We Trust." If those words are missing, you might be holding a piece of history worth millions. Now, it's important to note that while this coin is extremely valuable, it's also incredibly rare. Only a handful of these error coins have been discovered, which makes it even more exciting for collectors and treasure hunters alike. It's the thrill of the hunt, knowing that hidden in plain sight could be a coin that changes your life. Once you've found a coin that you think may be a 2013 No In God We Trust quarter, the next step is to have it authenticated and graded by a professional coin grading service. The condition of the coin plays a significant role in its value. The better the condition, the higher the price it can fetch. Experts recommend storing your coins in protective cases and avoiding any unnecessary handling to preserve their quality. Collectors are willing to pay top dollar for coins in near mint condition, and with a coin as rare as this one, even the smallest blemish could impact its value. So, handle with care. At the end of the day, finding one of these rare 2013 No In God We Trust quarters is like hitting the jackpot. It's the ultimate dream for collectors and numismatists. And if you're lucky enough to stumble upon one, you could be looking at a payday of $1.2 million or even more. So, the next time you're going through your spare change or getting quarters at the store, take a moment to check. That simple, everyday coin could hold unimaginable value. Who knows, maybe the next $1 million treasure is sitting in your pocket right now. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more fascinating coin stories. Don't forget to check your change, you might be holding a fortune.